Hey, what's going on YouTube? Ella here coming in with another deck profile, something a little different that I tried this weekend in a case tournament. I was 4-0 going into the tournament, well, not going into, but I was 4-0 in the tournament, and then I had to drop unfortunately and leave just because something personal came up, but nonetheless, I think this shark deck is really slept on. For some reason, and I'm doing something with it that nobody else I have really seen doing. I don't know why. I guess right now is the better time to do it just because of Tempai, but we'll go ahead and get right into that. Nonetheless, this is a shark deck profile. Like I said, this deck is super fun and super slept on. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Triple Buzzsaw Shark. This is your one card starter essentially. Not a lot to say. He just targets himself or another shark. I like doing another shark now. Just because Ghost Ogre is in the meta. So if he actually does get Ghost Ogre, there's no face-up monster that he can target, so his effect actually won't resolve. So I like getting an extra body on field, targeting that body. And then if he does get Ghost Ogre, you still get the body. Yeah, not a lot to say about that. And then we got Triple Abyss Shark. This card's crazy. It's a special summon and a search for any level 3, 4, or 5, I believe. If I'm correct. Nonetheless, you're always searching level 4s. That's all we got in here. Yeah, this card's insane. That's all I can really say about it. It's the best extender in the deck for sure. And then the whole rest of the deck, I noticed with this deck, it mainly loses to itself when you don't open enough bodies. And that's the biggest issue. As long as you're able to extend and open bodies without dedicating a normal summon, you're the majority of the time gonna win just because it eats up hand traps super easy. And I'm not gonna lie, it's easy to play past the hand traps with this deck. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to all the extenders. Double Silent Angler, double Shatana, double XYZ Remora, Lifeless Sea Nettle, or no, Lifeless Leafish, my bad. Silent Sea Nettle. And then new addition, the Fishborg Harpooner, which is super good in combination with cards like Crystal Shark, which is the 1-ups that we do play. So the 1-up Crystal Shark, I don't even know how to say that card's name. It's just whenever you activate an effect, it'll special itself. And then the one Right Hand Shark, we are playing Foolish Burial, so it does help with that. But this guy, I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. It's good. It's not crazy, it's good. It's just an extra body that you could get for free essentially. I'm debating if I should just play a triple fish harpooner, but we'll see. Yeah, like I said, what I've noticed about this deck is that it mainly just loses to itself if you don't open up enough bodies. So I just want to maximize on the engine. So we're playing 20 monsters, I believe, in engine. And then a lot of doubles, but I'll explain why later as well. It's nothing crazy. It's just the white mirror card, just to have options with that. But that's it for the main monster count lineup. Like I said, it's just I decided to max out on engine just because I feel that's the most appropriate way to play it. Only hand traps we are playing is Ash and of course your Imperms. This is all you really need, to be honest. This deck, like I said, has so much gas that you can just play through the majority of boards in combination with the rest of the non-engine we play. But this is enough. You need to respect Branded, so at least you don't get Giving Puppet locked and you don't want to play into Talents. And it's just the overall best hand trap, essentially. So yeah, only 6 hand traps. Then we are using the full Armored XYZ package. These two are bricks, essentially, in a sense. You can still play without them, or even if they're in hand. It just makes lines a little bit more awkward to get into, but it's not horrible. Yeah, that's really about it for those. This pretty much turns into just a suck, and so does this, because you can recycle it with the Dark Lancer, or whatever his name is. Onto the non-engine Triple Droplet, just because this card has been insane. Yeah, it's really, to be honest, not a lot to say about it. Just such a good card going into boards, and then you're able to discard cards like Right Hand Shark, Crystal Shark, which don't even matter at the end of the day because they're just going to come back. And double Talents, of course. Talents is so strong, still one of the strongest cards. And then in combination with the one Called By. And then for the rest of the 1-ups, you got the White Mirror, Foolish Burial, of course, Instant Fusion. This card is insane. If you resolve Instant Fusion, you're more than likely going to win, just just because we go into Mud Dragon and they're not able to Veiler Imperm you anymore. You do lose to Droll, but literally your first play is to set up Toad, so... Or not Droll, I mean my bad, Nib. But your first play is to set up Toad, and that just blocks off any other additional hand traps that might be able to disrupt you. Then one Gozen match. I was deciding whether I want to side this or not. I just kept it main just so I can make my side patterns a little easier. It's like obviously one of the easiest takeouts going second as well. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. 40 cards. Like I said, I just want to max out consistency on this guy. And it performed really well. I was kind of shocked by how well this performed. Onto the extra deck, and this is where I told you I'm doing some things a little different, and I like it a lot. Like I said, it just felt super strong. Your standard package, double Shark, just because you need double Shark to combo. Double Toad, of course, Toad is Toad. This card's insane for some reason. We got it back, but not a lot of decks go into it anymore. And then double Stealth Kraken, no spawns. It's just a number monster, and he alone solos a lot. I realized that Tenpai has to have a face-up water or face-up dragon fire for the other one to resolve in hand, and this literally just blocks that off entirely, which doesn't stop their full combo, but it does block off the line, and it's super funny. The Armor Fortress, of course, we can search both of our bricks. The full armor Crystallizer Lancer. This is just in case you see the XYZ Remora line. You can overlay these two and then detach the two off the Dark Knight Lancer and then get the extra bodies back and then extend essentially. That's it really for the main. The rest is really flex. This is all you really need. Just the amount of times I just won a game off a double Toad and like a hand trap is insane just because this card is such a menace. And then the best part about it is he recycles their whole engine because you just add back all her waters as well back to hand. And then for the flexes, we got an Abyss Dweller. This card came up a lot, especially against Tenpai as well. Labyrinth. It's just such a strong card. And then Dugaris. I didn't go into this once. I still haven't gone into this at all, but it's an option. You're not missing anything else if I'm being honest from the rest of the deck, but it's an option. The one Zeus. And then lastly, this card is insane, by the way. I don't know why not enough people are playing this, because it is a number monster and you can make it off your trap. So the majority of the time when I saw Tenpai, every time I've seen Tenpai, I just leave the two bodies on board, wait for their turn. If they normal summon, they've already committed a normal summon, and then you still have Kraken, double Toad, and everything. But if you do that, or even if they droplet you, they're gonna have to commit to a droplet because you have double Toad and then the body's just sitting there in the Lancer. I'll just activate the trap, overlay into Bagooska. Like I said, you can use the Abyss Shark, Crystal Shark, anything really. It's just 2 level 4s, but if it is a number monster, which it is, number 41, you could literally Bagooska your opponent on their turn, and oh my god, the amount, I don't know why people don't go into this. It's insane. It just confuses me, because I don't play the F-Zero just because you do get locked into water pretty easily. If you get locked into water, then you're not gonna have Zero, so it won't matter really. So I'd rather set up something for the follow-up, which is Bagooskiing people. And like I said, against Flu, against Tenpai, they just really don't know what to do, because they're gonna bait the hand traps on the Toads and everything, and then they commit to a normal summon, start activating their cards, and you just Bagooska them in battle phase. Start a battle phase, Bagooska. They have a body on board, they can even imperm you unless they held the droplet for that long, but then you would have double Toad negates life, so it wouldn't matter. But yeah, that's, like I said, it's so insane to me. I don't know why people aren't doing it enough, especially with this deck. The one white Aura Whale, just because the Harpooner, I'm always gonna get locked into XYZs essentially, is my thought going first, because I'm gonna want to commit the Buzzsaw and everything. Going second, I'm gonna have that extra cards pitch, and then potentially blow up a board. So, and this card's annoying because it keeps coming back as well. But yeah, I think this is the best option. I don't like the Dragite. I'm not too big of a fan. Lastly, the one Mud Dragon. Obviously, we are playing this Diffusion, so we gotta have the target for it. Onto the side deck. This is the side deck I played for the the case tournament, and it was doing fine. Like I said, it came up. Everything kind of came up in this deck, so triple Cosmic, of course. It's probably the best piece of removal to be playing right now. This card, I was on the fence about. I was so 50-50 on the Foolish Berry return, or the Foolish return. But just being able to hit the Princess out, hit a Flamberg, hit one of their level 2s, just turns into a bigger interruption without having to commit a monster effect. Same vice versa, if you're getting Gimmick Puppet locked, you just hit the Gimmick Puppet and then they can't even negate with Marker if they searched it. So I just thought it was an insane option, and it felt decent. It only came up once though. Well, at least it did its job once. But yeah, I just shuffled back a Princess and then essentially was able to full combo just because he missed that extra line of interruption. These cards are insane. Stealing Apollousa if they end on the Apollousa line or forcing an IP early is just insane to me. Yeah, it just felt super strong for no reason. That's all I could really say about it. And then lastly, triple D barrier and triple evenly. Yeah, just more board clear. D barrier kind of solos a lot of matchups right now. If you're going against Pearly, if you're going against Voices, if you're going against Tempai, this is just essentially a turn skip. Sadly though, it does hurt us. I did get debarriered once and I just had to skip a turn and die essentially, which sucked a lot, but I still won the match. I lost the game. But yeah, that's about it for the profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I don't know why people aren't Bagooskiing people on their turn. It's insane to me, and I don't get it, but nonetheless, go ahead and try this deck out. It's super fun and good for no reason. It's just extenders and Omni negates, but thanks for watching. Signing out. Peace.